We're at the Chicago Auto Show, you guys.
Yes.
And we've been here. This is our second day. Are you tired yet?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because it is a smaller show this year than it has been in the past. In the past, it's been 2 halls, but there's still a ton to see.
Lots.
And there's a lot of cool stuff here this year that I've never seen here in past shows. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. And what has been your favorite thing so far?
I don't have just one favorite thing.
What do you like so far?
I loved seeing the Cadillac Escalade IQ.
Mm-hmm.
I loved seeing the Tesla Cybertruck, the real production model.
Uh-huh.
I loved seeing the new Land Cruisers right behind us.
Land Cruiser.
What about you?
I love the indoor drive. So Hyundai has a drive, Bronco has a drive, Ford has a drive. There's an EV track, so you can drive other cars.
And there's a ton of EVs on the EV track. There's even the new Silverado EV, the Blazer EVs here. What else did I see? I saw the Model Y, the Model 3.
And then there's a whole exhibit from Robert Downey Jr.'s TV show where they take old vintage great cars and turn them into EVs.
Yes.
They replace everything. They have master mechanics that work on this program.
And you can enter to win one.
And you can enter to win one.
And if you win one, Robert Downey Jr. apparently pays the taxes on it, delivers it to your house for free, and calls you to let you know that you won.
Okay.
That's what they told me.
I'd be happy just for the phone call. Oh, excuse me, Robert Downey Jr. is calling me. Excuse me, I'll be back.
Yes.
I love it. So let's go take a look around.
Yes.
Let's start here. We're at Toyota, and then we'll go to Ford. But I want
the new Explorer.
New Explorer, yeah.
Yes.
So let's start here at Toyota and see what there is to see at the Toyota exhibit. So tell me what you like about the Toyota Land Cruiser. What's exciting? What are you excited for?
So I'm excited because it's an off-road vehicle, but I'm a little surprised to see street tires on the show floor because these are definitely street tires. But it has 8.7 inches of ground clearance. It's full-time 4-wheel drive. It has off-road drive modes. It has locking rear differential. I love that we have this button right here. It opens this glass. It pops up just like on the Lexus GX. Big tailgate, tows 6,000 pounds. It's got a cool kind of retro interior, of course, but with digital screens.
iForce Max.
Yes,
so
it's a hybrid. Yes, it's a hybrid. 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque, I believe, because of that, of course, hybrid. Let's open the front so you can see. And by retro, I mean like the cloth seats feel retro to me, but I love these round vents too. Hard touch climate, like you can see the big screens. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
And those locking differentials for
all your 4x4, 4 high, 4 low, all of that in buttons. Easy access, easy for off-roading.
Designed to get dirty.
Yes. And in black, it's definitely gonna look dirty. So I see this is black plastic here. So if this was a color, it would have a nice contrast with the black all around.
Yeah.
Nice big square.
It just looks so great though. So
it does.
Like truly old school capable.
And I will say, so I was just on the Lexus GX drive, so if you guys haven't watched that video, go watch it. But they talked a lot about this when we were in the GX. They built it for visibility. So there's a couple things, a really straight windshield for visibility, a really low roof. These bumps, they're actually where the tires are. So if you're off-roading and you're looking from the driver's seat, you can kind of see out the front where your tires are, nice low. And then the whole dashboard is pretty much horizontal, so visibility is key. Same with these big square rear view mirrors. It's all about visibility. So I'm gonna say they use kind of the same design philosophy.
Yeah, that's great. Let's look over here because this is the brand new Taco.
Yes.
The Tacoma.
Yes.
So the Tacoma has been so exciting because those who love trucks know Tacoma.
Yes.
And this has been completely redesigned. So this is the TRD Pro version.
Yes.
And it is the smaller of the pickup trucks from Toyota. And it also is designed, even in the non-TRD version, it is designed for off-roading. I look at a truck like this and I think, Baja. I think like the Baja 1000 road rally, driving 1,000 miles across Mexico. You have the truck bed so you can fit all your stuff, your extra tires and your max tracks, things that'll get you unstuck if you get stuck, a cooler with your drinks and things like that. You just throw it all in there and away you go. And, you know, that could also be like just going, you know, out somewhere for the weekend, throw it all in there and away you go. I love that.
Yes, it's super capable. And you can even still get the Tacoma in a manual transmission, which is
You can still
cool.
get it in a manual, that's
Yes.
true. I can't open the tailgate, but
I think they have this one totally locked.
I think they do too. But lots of capability in the Toyota Tacoma. Let's go look at, let's walk around this way, because if you come to the Chicago Auto Show, you'll be able to see the new Toyota Prius, which is winning awards left and right. You'll be able to see the new Camry. You'll be able to see the new
Crown is here.
And the Crown, what was the one?
The Signia.
The Signia.
Yes.
Let's go see the Crown Signia.
They also have the Toyota, the official truck, the NFL truck here.
The
Toyota
NFL
one.
truck.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. So it's the Sequoia for the NFL. And they have an ad in the NFL, in the Super Bowl this weekend. So we'll have to look for that. It's funny. Not all the ads are funny. Some of them are going to make you cry this year.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to see the Grand Highlander, which is the brand new 3-row family SUV. There is the Toyota Sienna. The biggest news about the Toyota Sienna is there's a wait list at literally every dealer. You cannot buy this car. It is so popular. And then there is the Prius. This is the one that is winning all the awards because of the design and style of the Prius. And let's find the Signia. Where's the Signia?
I think it's right there.
Okay, let's go look at the Signia. And then there is, that is the Hyundai test track over there, you guys.
And the new Santa Fe is here. If you're interested in the new Santa Fe, it looks amazing and it's here.
So this is the Crown Signia. We're going to see a lot of these. This is going to replace the Venza. And I have mixed feelings because they just brought out the Venza and I really like the Venza, but people were not as enamored with it as I was. I think it's like an unsung hero from the Toyota family because the Venza is so much luxury for the money.
Yes.
But what's the story of the Crown Signia?
The Crown Signia is a beautiful, I think it's super good looking 2-row crossover. It's got a beautiful grille. Have a look at how it's like a painted grille. It's not like a different color. I love the looks. I love the interior. I'm guessing this one's locked too, but it has a very premium feeling interior. It actually feels, if you've seen the interior of the Grand Highlander, it actually looks and feels almost identical, the interior, and it looks great. And then in the back, when you fold the back seats down, you get 6 feet of room back there, which doesn't look like it from the outside.
6 feet of space?
6 feet.
So you could sleep in there.
Yeah, you could.
You could. Maybe I could too.
It doesn't look that big from the outside, but there's a lot of space inside. And it has a lot of really great features. Like you say about the Venza, I mean, I think it...
And it's a hybrid.
Yes.
It's only hybrid, so it's going to have that really good fuel economy.
Yes.
Let's go over and take a look at Ford. Here's our girls.
Hello and welcome. It's quite loud here, so we're having fun. I'm with Miss Electric.
That's right.
Thank you.
So the F-150 Lightning, look at this matte paint.
This is the platinum and the black.
I love the flat.
2,000 of these made, actually.
Only how many?
This is a wrap. 2,000.
2,000, wow.
Yeah, so this comes from the factory. Oh, there's a mic. I've been mic'd up. This actually comes from the factory in black. This is number 0000. So you could get your hands on one of these. I don't actually know how many they've sold, but it has a couple things like you can see on the roof, it says Lightning in black if you look inside. Just right there. And it has some special little tweaks, but mostly it is just a Lightning in this matte black. And look at the quality of this wrap. I don't know if you can see it, but it is like seamless, absolutely seamless.
Wow, that's so
super
cool.
phenomenal. Yeah. And then next to us is this is a GT Performance Edition Mustang Mach-E in Vapor Blue, which is
But what is this E4X? What does that mean?
That means it is all-wheel drive and it's extended range. So all-wheel drive extended range, and the Vapor Blue was a color that came out in 2023. They switch out their colors. So if there's a Mustang Mach-E that you see and you like the color, you better snag it because they might switch it, except for Grabber Blue because that is a Mustang traditional color. Obviously the pony on the front is super gorgeous, but have you guys looked at the other Mach-E's that are here?
No, show us the other Mach-E's.
All right, so here we have the Mach-E Rally. They announced this one in 2023. I don't even remember what year.
And what's the story behind this? This looks bigger. Is it bigger?
It's the same, but it has the spoilers. So the Rally is like their off-road version. It's got a couple little tweaks on it, but it's the off-road version. And this is in glacier gray, and it has these Rally-inspired wheels. It has a couple things inside, like cool performance seats and trim, white trim and everything, just to make it a little bit more rally and a little bit more functional. This literally is a vehicle that you can take more off-road. You're not going to be doing like bouldering or anything like that, but you can take this one more off-road.
No rock crawling.
And it has no rock crawl. It has the extra lights here. It has this matte feature, so maybe a little easier to clean if you get mud on it and things like that. But their colors look absolutely phenomenal. And then if we step over here is the newest unveiling, and this is a 2024 Mustang Mach-E GT in eruption green, and this is also in the bronze package. They are saying bronze is the new black. You guys will have to let us know what you think. Is it? I think it is. It looks pretty sweet. And that one, as Scotty showed, it has the wheels in bronze. It has the Mach-E logo in bronze.
And this is a extended range, four-wheel, all-wheel drive.
It is, yeah. And so this is a new color to 2024 Mach-E's. It has the GT in bronze.
The GT badge is so cool.
So cool. And then if you look here, this is a traditional Mustang tri-bar tail light, and something like you see this that lights up on the road and you see a doo-doo-doo animated light up. Something new that they're bringing to the 2024 lineup, if we go around to the front, is the tri-bar headlights. It's so cool. So now we have that feature. Obviously it's not animated right now, but this actually illuminates just like the tri-bar tail light. So super cool thing that you see in the 2024 Mustang Mach-E. Love it.
It's so cool. Thank you, Liv.
Absolutely.
All right, let's look over here. So by the way, if you're at the Chicago Auto Show this weekend, there is the Bronco track, and that is the hill that you climb up. And I'm told it's kind of scary.
I believe it is, because I was shooting here yesterday when the Bronco Raptor was coming down towards me, and the driver came down really fast.
Wow.
I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that.
That's a good point. There are drivers, professional drivers.
Yes.
We do not get to drive, but there are professional drivers.
Yeah,
and then over here is the Hyundai exhibit. And the big thing about Hyundai is this track, although you can come over and see the Santa Fe if you haven't seen it yet. That's pretty good. And the Kona. And
the Kona EV and the Ioniq and the Ioniq 6.
And the Hyundai Palisade.
Yes.
I love the Hyundai Palisade. What do you think of the Santa Fe?
I love it.
Love it?
I think it's really cool looking.
I think it's cool
love
looking
this move to like squared off SUVs that just look meaner, tougher. They just look cool.
Yeah, I have to agree, because it reminds me of the Defender. Like the Defender, the Land Rover Defender was the first to do this with like the big panels in the back.
Yeah. And
the very square look. And we all went, wow, it's old school but modern.
Yes.
It was a very modern take on an older OG vehicle. And
the GX, the new
GX?
Lexus GX is very square. I even think,
Toyota Land
go
Cruiser.
watch our Kia Carnival refresh video me and Jana shot. Even the Kia Carnival, which is a minivan or a multi-purpose vehicle, even has a really squared off body style now. It looks really cool.
It looks like a Tahoe.
This is a grab handle. Isn't that cool? You won't see that on any other car.
Yeah,
it's a grab
I've never seen
handle.
that. Isn't that
so
great?
You can climb up and get stuff. And I need that handle because there's no way I'm climbing up there without it.
So now we're at Chevrolet. This is one of my favorite cars of the year, and that is the Trax. So it is a $20,000 car. It is the perfect first car for a kid, for a teen driver or college kid. 20 grand, and it has all the great safety features. It has everything that you would want in a car for a first-time driver. And not a lot of money.
Yes.
The only thing it doesn't have is all-wheel drive. I think that's a flaw. I wish it had all-wheel drive.
Yes,
but,
I think you have to go up to the Trailblazer, which is right behind us
yeah,
here.
so that's the
to get your all-wheel
Trailblazer.
drive.
And then
you can tell from the size, it's just like a touch bigger too.
And then they have the Blazer EV.
Yes,
Over
and the
there.
Equinox. The blue one is the Equinox EV, and then behind it is the Blazer EV.
Yeah. So those are pretty exciting, even though I'm going to say, even though the Blazer EV is off the market for the interim because they've had some software issues, they'll fix it. It's a great car. It's a great car.
And right over here is the Equinox, which is brand new.
Brand new
Total
Equinox.
redesign.
It is beautiful.
And
Yeah.
this Equinox, the green one here, is all new active trim for Equinox, which hasn't been done before.
Yeah.
I think it looks great with the white contrasting roof. Oh, sorry.
Okay, guys, so this is the Volkswagen exhibit. We're right over here in the corner of the floor. And of course, you have to stop over here and see this guy, right?
Yes.
This is the vintage 67 Volkswagen bus. So my family had one just like this.
Really?
It was green. Yeah,
Oh, love it.
it wasn't exactly because it didn't have the windows at the top
Yeah.
and the roof. It was the cheaper version. I still have the key to it.
Do you really?
Yes,
That's
I
wild.
do.
I love that.
do.
But let's
I
look
love
at the
it
new
too.
VW bus. The
But
new.
this is, yeah, so this has been such a classic. It inspired this. And we've brought this to you a lot, but I just wanted to show you that not only can you come and see the vintage, you can come see the new one, climb in. They're letting everybody climb in and look around. The doors are open, the power is on, it's an electric car, so as long as it's plugged in, it's good to go. And then they have some fun vintage stuff too here. They have the original 1949 Beetle Type 1, and then there's another one here. They're celebrating 75 years of the Beetle. Or this was the 75th anniversary.
Look at the Nissan behind the
And
Beetle,
behind
though.
us here
This
is
is the
Nissan.
Electric Ariya that just drove from the North Pole to the South Pole.
Isn't that incredible? So Connie, I'm going to ask you, if you walked up to this car and you could not see what that was, would you ever guess that this is an electric car?
No.
No. Look at these. So they definitely modified it,
So
added these big tires.
actually, I met the couple that did the drive in Vancouver, British Columbia, before they did the drive.
Hi, you're the driver.
Yes. Hey.
Yes. How are you?
Chris and I are the drivers.
Yes.
Of the expedition. Do you know much about the expedition?
Yes, I met you in Vancouver. Yes, that's okay. I don't expect you to
Yeah.
remember me.
So give us the thumbnail sketch of your adventure, the pole to pole.
This is the pole-to-pole Nissan Ariya. This is the car that we drove from the magnetic North Pole up in the Canadian Arctic all the way down to the South Pole in Antarctica. So just a couple of months ago, this car that you see behind us went to the South Pole, and we did it. And it's the first electric vehicle ever to achieve that in history.
First ever.
Just got out of Antarctica
Yeah,
ourselves.
this is the first time the car's been displayed since being in Antarctica.
Why did you want to do that?
So it's basically to demonstrate. It's looking at this.
He's a bit. It's a crazy idea.
That's the real
but-
reason. No, but it's about how can we show people in an exciting, captivating way just how capable EVs are. How they can handle the harshest of environments on the planet, whether it be cold, whether it be heat, whether it be terrains. And that's really what it was, just to demonstrate these vehicles are far capable of what people think.
And it's a great way to debunk all those kind of common myths out there about will the cars work in the cold, will they work in extreme hot, will they, what distances can we get, etc. So all those kind of myths, it's just allows us to kind of just show exactly what is possible.
And so when you got to the North Pole, or you started at the North Pole and you went to the South Pole, right?
magnetic North
So
Pole,
when you went to the South Pole, was there a charging station and a coffee shop?
We always had coffee. There was a coffee machine fitted to the back of the car. Genuinely.
Okay,
there is. So
really?
we always had coffee.
Seriously?
But at the South Pole, I mean, we stopped and we had access to electricity there. Because wherever there's kind of power, there's always electricity. So we're able to charge there. But obviously, as we traveled through Antarctica and the Arctic, there was no charging stations. So the only way for us to do that was to take our charging station with us, which is in the form of a 7 kilowatt petrol generator. Because you've got to use proven technology or you can't get a license to win. But the second thing is we used a wind turbine trailer in the Arctic to generate renewable energy. And in Antarctica, we used foldable solar to offset the amount of fuel that we had to use in the generator. So it's a way for us to kind of push renewable energy technology a bit further to understand how it can work as a portable charging solution.
So
That's
these are all
fantastic.
prototype technologies. It's never been we've never done it and put this whole system together. So it's like learning for us and testing these technologies and to offset all the fuel usage that was consumed in those regions as well. So so we want to, when we do this, we want to do it with purpose, and we want to kind of leave legacy behind as well, and not just do a trip, but to kind of learn from these and improve on these and develop on these to make things better for the future.
So what's your day job?
Well, I did have a job a year and a half ago, so I quit my job to do this.
Okay.
And we're just off the expedition, so I don't know what my day job is.
What did you do before you did this?
We're both ex-oil and gas industry.
Okay.
People find that quite ironic that our job, we lived in Aberdeen, which is oil and gas capital of Europe.
Yeah.
So that's what you do.
Yeah.
So it's ironic that we've kind of been part of that transition. We're now away and we're kind of advocating for electrification, because we've been driving electric cars now for 10 years as a house. So that kind of started that evolution for us.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So back to the oil and gas industry, or maybe renewable energy?
No, we want to continue pushing and advocating for electrification. I mean, this car is done amazing, and it's so well built and very, had zero repairs in the polar regions, and we.
Wait, what?
Zero repairs in the polar regions. That's just how well built this car is.
And this car is running on factory suspension, factory drivetrain, factory battery, and it copes with all of that. Genuinely, we're not saying that just from a Nissan perspective. We're saying that genuinely. Every spare went into the Arctic, Antarctica, came out.
And we just want to shout about just how great these technologies are, and hopefully encourage people to look at these alternative, cleaner options out there.
How did you connect with Nissan on this?
We've had, I think because this has been a 10-year type passion, I think, for you. I think we discovered electric vehicles about 10 years ago. We started off with the Nissan Leaf, and Chris did little mini adventures back then, and then these little mini adventures got bigger and bigger and bigger. So kind of hobby turned passion turned to the whole expedition. So,
and Nissan's always kind of been there throughout that journey, kind of saying, take one of our cars and have a go with it.
And Nissan has been absolutely amazing in believing our vision and supporting us wholeheartedly with this, and being daring to do what others don't, which is their message. It's like no other manufacturer dared to come on board with this. Nissan did. Nissan believed in their product and believed in us. And we delivered, and I'm so happy that we managed to achieve this success, really.
Well, congratulations. And it was nice of Nissan to bring snow, since we don't have any in Chicago.
It makes us feel like we're back home. We've got snow.
Well, congratulations. Thank you for spending a few minutes with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was nice seeing you.
If you spend time at the Chicago Auto Show, you'll also get to see the Honda Jet, and then you'll get to see this guy over here. This is the Honda Prologue. Honda Prologue. We spent some time in this morning. Cannot wait to drive this one. This is a partnership with Honda and General Motors. And the Prologue is everything new in Honda. So it's got this new logo that is displayed there across the back. This one is all-wheel drive. That means it's a dual motor. All-wheel drive, about 300 miles of range. That's probably in the single motor version, and a starting price of about $40,000. It is everything that we love about Honda. It's got that great Honda multimedia system inside, and we love Honda's reliability, Honda's approach to everything that you're used to, things placed in the places you expect them inside the Honda Prologue, but with the Ultium charge platform. So it has that tried and true charge capability that we are getting used to, that we're learning about from General Motors vehicles. So this is definitely one to see. So Allison has joined me for our tour of the Chicago Auto Show. What have you seen that impresses you so far?
Well, the Honda Moto Compacto scooter was really impressive, but it's more for college kids to get around large campus areas, and driving it helped me relive my youth a little bit, and I really wished I would have had one in school.
Okay, I could see that as a parent of a college kid, where that might be a good investment. Can you put a lock on it?
You can. It works with most traditional style bike locks.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's good. That's good to know. And what else have you seen that you found impressive?
The Subaru Solterra looks a lot better in person than I thought it would.
So we'll have to go to the Subaru. We should go check out Subaru. And anything else?
Well, I've been doing the vehicle rides, and riding in the Kia EV9 was amazing.
The Kia EV9. We need to go see the Kia EV9. And Kia had some news yesterday, which was the
Kia Carnival.
The Kia Carnival.
It's going
so
hybrid.
We should go check that out too. You know, it amazes me that minivans are having a bit of a resurgence in popularity, but we have the Kia Carnival and then also the Volkswagen ID Buzz. Did you look at that?
Yes, and they did a great job at paying homage to its traditional roots, because they have a classic VW bus right beside the new one.
Yeah, I really like the ID Buzz quite a lot. It's everything that you want and need in a van. They don't like to call it a minivan, but it is a minivan. But it still has this very cool cachet. It has a sort of a character-like face to it. So I'm going to turn the camera around because I want you to show me this guy over here. The Lexus GX. That is the LX, which was redesigned last year. This is the TX, which we just did an extensive test drive of and are quite impressed. And then this is the GX. What do you think?
It definitely looks like a luxury version of the new Land Cruiser.
Yeah.
What's up?
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
So this is the Lexus GX. It is pretty spectacular. Hop in, Allison. What do you think?
Definitely feels upscale.
Yeah, $75,000 or so at the top. This is the Overland edition that does not have the Overtrail, right? Is this the Overtrail?
Yes, so instead of having the panoramic monochromatic sunroof, it has the smaller one, but that's so you can put more gear on top.
And no third row in this one. Really beautiful driver screen. How do you feel? Did you drive the old version?
I didn't.
You never drove the old version? It was really, everything felt very large and blocky. This feels very sleek.
And it's
I really like
still
There's a little shelf here to put your phone. Compare it to the Defender.
The Defender has more plastics and more rubber than you would expect to find in a luxury vehicle, but that's just so you can get in when you're covered in mud or snow and slush, and it protects the upholstery and everything from pets. This feels a little more upscale and attractive compared to the Land Rover setup.
But there's a lot that I see that's very similar too, like the shelf here, the flat screen there.
The screen does look very similar.
The console, the center console, just like these things, the controls there, feels very Defender-esque.
Yes, got a traditional.
A lot of it feels very, very familiar. I like it though. I think the Defender is this is the inspo,
And
right? Do you feel like that?
I do. And
Let's go check out the cargo area. While we're here, I'll just hop in and show you the rear seats. This is the Overtrail version, so there's no third row. And the rear seats are not super spacious. They're fine, but they're not as large as the Honda Prologue. That was
that
the
is
ID Buzz.
a mind-blowing amount of space back here.
That is mind-blowing. Wow, look at that.
Okay, I thought I expected to find a spare tire, but this is just a prototype.
It's underneath, I believe. Really? Not there, but under the carriage of the vehicle.
I'm gonna look.
She's gonna look and see if there is a spare.
There is. Okay.
There is a spare. So yeah, it looks like these seats would slide back further, but I don't think they will. Sorry, you guys. I know that's
not seeing
that's hard
power
to see.
folding.
So yeah, so this is the Overtrail. And actually, this starts at $61,000. So $61,000, not super expensive for a Lexus, right? And
surprisingly.
It's because you can add on a lot of things. So you can add on the roof rails, you can add the ladder, you can add all kinds of off-road features to this. So even though it starts at $61,000, once you add everything on it that you want, like that roof rack up there, then you're probably going to pay more. This is Connie's favorite feature, this.
The dog window.
The dog window. I think of it as a cooler access, so I can reach in and get drinks out of the cooler. But however you want to do that, if you just want to keep things at the top level and not and pile them on top of other things, you can still access them using this window. I like that feature. What do you think?
I think this is perfect for taking your family on camping adventures.
Yeah. All right, let's go and look and see what we have over here. There is the Kia EV9. This has been the big news of the year. Kia EV9 has won a bunch of awards, won the North American Car and Truck of the Year award, and it is all electric. What do you think?
Okay. I like how the door handle pops out
Yeah.
right here, because with other EVs, my fingers can get snapped when the door handles kind of pop out.
Yeah. That's nice, right?
It is. And you know, it has lounge-like seating, so your passenger can
and
stretch
you can
out
get
and relax.
These, they call them relaxation seats, and you can get them in the second row as well.
Just
Pretty cool.
seeing how far it goes back here.
Oh, it folds flat. Oh, look at that. It goes almost completely flat.
So
You
can put your feet up and relax as a passenger.
Take a nap while somebody's driving. I like it. You drive, I'll nap. I volunteer.
Yeah.
I like it. So I'm going to walk around to the front because I want you guys to tell us what you think about the front of this car. What do you think? What do you think of the front of it, Allison?
It looks very modern. Kia's switching to boxier styles, which Americans are addicted to.
And look at these headlights. These are the headlights. And you can actually, on the top trim, you can buy a package that allows you to customize the light signature. So you can illuminate some or all of these. You can illuminate them in sort of a pattern. And I think there may be some colors.
Yep.
You could have like some blue or red or something. There's limitations, I know, based on federal rules, but you're allowed to do some customization, which I think is pretty cool. Would you buy a package that allows you to customize your headlights?
It depends on how the style looks.
Yeah, it's only like $600. You're totally right, though. The whole boxy approach to all the vehicles is very distinct now.
And now
This is the Sorento plug-in hybrid, and look how boxy the front end is. That's really
looks
the
much better than
2025. Yeah, 2025. It just looks so much better. It's really gorgeous. It has less of that. And look at the front headlights. It reminds me of the front headlights on the EV9.
Yep.
You know,
it
and the
matches
taillights. Yeah.
the Carnival.
And it matches the Carnival. Yeah, they're very distinct with their headlights. Even the K5 has these cool new headlights. So this is the Carnival. They've asked us not to climb up on the stand, but we have a full video on A Girl's Guide to Cars. So you can check that out. We go inside, we sit in all the seats, we have all the details.
It combines the practicality and convenience of a minivan, but they've wrapped it in a sleek SUV-looking package.
It does. It looks like a Tahoe, if you ask me. I like the taillights. But it does. It has that very Tahoe-esque look and feel to it.
With the traditional van sliding doors on the sides, to make
With
it
sliding doors. Yes.
making it much easier for getting kids out.
That's awesome. Allison, shall we take a look at Subaru? You feel like you're in Asheville when you walk over here, right?
I do, because
All
there's
of a sudden,
crossovers everywhere and puppies. And Asheville
puppies, Subarus, and lots of green space.
Asheville is
I like
a huge dog place and a huge Subaru place. So
Yeah.
we're right at home.
So this was the Forester that they rolled out. I want to say this was recently they showed an updated Forester that has all new technology inside.
I love
that
this.
That new touch screen. This is the prototype, so this isn't even the one that's out yet, but notice that large touch screen in the front. A few years ago, they rolled that out in the Outback, and you know, it's interesting. It's so big, and it's very unusual. It's very Tesla-like, and Subaru, like, people are so focused on what these cars are capable of that didn't really get big play. People didn't really talk about that much, and I feel like they should. I feel like people should talk about it more because it's so cool. But I love this new interior. It's really beautiful, very streamlined, very modern, and maybe not what we were used to from Subaru in the past. Right? What do you think?
Subaru traditionally covers the basics, but they're switching to include a little bit more of luxury lifestyle with better quality interior materials, like soft touch covered surfaces and contrasting leather.
Yeah, it's very cool, very beautiful. Which is your choice? You said you thought the Solterra was pretty interesting. Should we look at that?
It's Subaru's first electric SUV.
So the thing that I like about Subaru the most is that every car is all-wheel drive, period. There's no front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive option. Every car is just all-wheel drive, and that's sort of their hallmark. And even the Solterra is a dual-motor electric.
It's got this bold
Correct?
protective cladding for off-roading.
Uh-huh. It is really pretty, isn't it?
Yep. And of course, there's no grille because it's electric.
Because it's electric. And, you know, you should be able to take an electric car off-road. You know, I would think the campsite is the last place where you really want to be smelling gas fumes, right? Wood smoke, yes. We can come over here and warm our bones up by the fire because it's 70 degrees outside today in Chicago. But it's beautiful. What do you think of this spoiler on the back?
It gives it more of a defined, unique shape because, as you know, everyone likes to complain about how everything looks the same these days. So this will help it stand out. And I really like the dual tone paint with the black roof.
Oh, that spoiler will give it increased aerodynamics. So that will help with the battery efficiency. So do you know what the range is on this? About 250?
Going to look real quick.
240, something like that. So that spoiler will actually help drivers to get even more range out of the Solterra's battery. It's about the mid-twos. It's based on the BZ4X, which is the Toyota version.
Which
and
isn't as off-roading oriented.
That is really more of a city electric car, and this is really for the campsite and the off-road. Before we leave Subaru, we have to see the doggies. Can we see the puppies?
All right.
And show us some puppies.
Can.
There you go. Thank you. You know the rules.
Oh, these guys look a little tuckered out. They've been getting lots of love today. These are German Shepherd Hound Dog mixes, so they're going to be pretty big and energetic, and they're very sweet and snuggly.
Oh my goodness.
They're all named based on spices and sauces. So my favorite is ginger.
They are just adorable.
This big guy is sriracha, and he's laying on nutmeg.
Can I pet them? Can I pet this? Okay. Hello. You are exhausted. Everybody wore you out. Everybody wore you out. Everybody wore you out. You're so sweet. How old are they?
They are 2.5 months old, almost 3 months old. They'll get to be, we're guessing, 80 pounds, 90 pounds.
Wow. They're going to be big boys.
Thinking that they're Hound Shepherd mixes.
Oh, they're so cute.
You're petting sriracha.
They do have a nice demeanor, though.
Oh, they're so sweet. They're so tired.
Yeah.
Say, I'm a growing puppy. I gotta get my Z's.
The one in the pink is Ginger, and she's my favorite. She was very snuggly when she had the energy this morning.
Look at that. Oh, little stretchy. Oh, you're like, I'm jealous. I need a little scratch on the ear. Oh, they're so sweet. So adorable. Ginger.
Nutmeg is the darkest black one.
Nutmeg? Oh. Oh. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Oh, look at that. He's like, here's my belly.
Yeah. Scratches, please.
Oh,
Subaru
sweet.
loves pets.
You two are so cute. You are so cute. Oh, yes. You're just so sweet. Oh, yes. Oh,
Look what we found! Look what we found! Oh, you're such a good baby.
When I saw them earlier, it was just chaos with
Oh, I
these
bet.
toys and
Well, look
Jumping
out.
around.
That's why they're sleeping. They wore themselves out. So, Allison, this is the electric drive at the Chicago Auto Show. So you can come over here and you can check out Teslas. There is a Cybertruck, and there's a whole selection of Lucid Airs. And what else is on the drive track? Hyundais. Is there Hyundais? It might not be Hyundai.
the Hyundai track is in a different area.
There's
but
an actual
there's
Hyundai track.
the Kia EV6, the Kia EV9, the electric Cadillac Escalade.
Can we drive the Cybertruck?
I don't think so,
No, we can't drive the Cybertruck.
but we can.
But this is
See
a
how weird it
crazy
is.
looking- Yeah, it is really a interesting looking truck, isn't it?
There's no door handle, so you press this
No,
button
wait, he's shooting in there.
and then
So.
kind of grab it. It's been
So,
a popular truck, but what I
yeah.
can tell you is that they're being delivered without these aero covers because the aero covers are actually digging into the sidewalls and causing abnormal wear, which destroys the integrity of the tire. So these will be restyled and will return to the Cybertruck later.
We'll return to your Cybertruck after this. Yeah, it's interesting. Let's walk around on the back a little bit and see. There's going to be a lot of people over here this week in line for the. It's interesting how the bumper and the lights are actually inset into the bumper there, and
The bed is actually massive,
it is massive,
looks like.
and it's supposed to be watertight.
Let's see.
And would you like to push the button and open it or close it?
I don't know where
Nope,
the
I'll
button
show
is.
you. It's right there.
Okay.
Don't do it. Don't do it because
Don't.
there's a guy filming in there, and you'll probably ruin his light. Because once the bed cover closes, you cannot see out the rear window.
Oh.
You have no rear window when you have the bed cover closed.
A little terrifying, but there
Well,
are
you
cameras
know,
all over this
There
truck.
are cameras all over. And another thing that's interesting is it has rear wheel steering. So in your side mirrors, you see the rear wheels peek out from the frame of the wheel well, which is something that's very unusual. You don't normally see that. Even in cars with rear wheel steering, it's hard to see it, but in the Cybertruck, it was very easy to see. And this is the Foundation Edition, so it's the very first production, among the first to roll off the line. What's interesting about the Escalade that they have here at the Chicago Auto Show?
Because it's electric.
It's electric. It is electric. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't because I'm a truck girl, so I was doing.
It's a truck.
I took a spin in the Chevy Silverado EV,
Mm-hmm.
which seemed to be a little less refined and louder on the interior than the Ford F-150 Lightning. I preferred the F-150 Lightning's interior.
Huh, interesting. I would think being electric, they'd all be quiet. Pretty quiet. Maybe it
still
would be
need-
more road noise.
Yep, that's exactly
Yeah.
what it was.
So this is the Escalade IQ. And so it is all electric. It's built on the same platform as the Hummer EV, which we got a nice long look at last year. But this is really the 3-row. The Hummer does not come in a 3-row.
Right.
So this is the 3-row edition. And I'm going to hop over here and get a little view inside. So you can see there's this lovely center console. This is sort of the executive edition, the top of the line. It has the seat back entertainment, but there is a 3rd row. So there's seating for 6 in this version, but you can get a bench or you can get captain's chairs without the center console if you want the pass through.
When I see the inside of this, it immediately reminds me of the Wagoneer, except for this massive screen in the front.
Oh, it does, yeah.
But the
I love
Wagoneer
this.
gets about 13 miles to the gallon, so this is much more efficient.
And this has the Ultium battery technology. That's what we saw in the Honda Prologue. Look at the screen. It's like a pole-to-pole screen or a pillar-to-pillar screen. So there's a passenger screen, a center multimedia, and then there's the driver display, and then there's actually a speaker here. So we're able to have a little enhanced sound with that speaker there. I also love the textured metal on the multimedia dial. There's a screen here. Right now it's showing us the camera, but it also has climate control. And then, as we saw in the Cadillac that we test drove last week, there is the Google Assistant system, or the Google operating system, and a toolbar there on the bottom. And then check out this panoramic sunroof. This is a really, really beautiful car. Oh, it's got speakers in the headrest. And then it's got this whole AKG sound system here, premium sound. So my guess is the top of the line Cadillac Escalade, which is the V Series, is about 150,000. Sorry. My guess is this is going to come in somewhere in the 150, 160,000 range. We'll see closer to the release date of the Cadillac Escalade IQ, but wow, this is a pretty stunning. Look how big this is. Allison, come here and stand next to this car.
I'm 5'1".
Look how big this is.
This tire comes all the way up to my hip.
Incredible. Incredible. Yeah, look at that. So she's 5'1", and look how tall this car is. It's like,
But the taller the better for me. I like to sit up.
Tall. That's insane. That's insane. It is huge. And then let's look at the front end, because the front end has this whole new Cadillac design language. We saw those pixel headlights on the Kia EV9, and you see sort of a version of that here. But also it's very linear. That is an homage to the Cadillac fins. And we see that on the front and on the rear. Always on a Cadillac, the homage to the fins. Oh, and I love what they've done with the illuminated Cadillac badge here.
Yeah, it
Isn't
really
that cool?
draws attention to the shape of the face.
Yeah, it really does. It's very cool. It's really refreshing how much attention they pay to these design details. Look, there's the Cadillac badge right in there as well.
And once again, it has a dual shade of paint with a black roof.
Yeah, it's huge though. This is really tall. I'm glad it has running boards to hop in.
Yeah.
It is really tall. What size are the wheels on this, Mike?
24.
24-inch wheels. Holy cow. Those are big. Those are like 24s you almost never find in a regular SUV. That's like an off-road type size wheel, right? They're big. All right. Allison, thanks for touring the Chicago Auto Show with me. You can find Allison over on, what's your Instagram?
Allie Bizzle 257.
Allie Bizzle 257, Scotty Reese, A Girl's Guide to Cars. Allison, you'll find her content on Motor Biscuit, and you'll find our full story at A Girl's Guide to Cars. Thanks for joining us, everybody.